What's up, people? This is Demetrius Witherspoon. Hopefully, you can hear me all right out there in social media land. We have a cool show happening tonight. This is a special reunion because today we did a premiere of the Submerge Krag Conquest, and it is on YouTube right now, and it will be on other streaming platforms like Instagram and some also the Submerge Universe TV streaming service. So we have a lot of cool things we want to show you, and especially the cast and the creator of the animated series. Tobias said John. Now, he couldn't be here with us, but what we did is pre-record some of the. We're going to show some of that, but then later on at another time, I'll put up the full interview with Tobias because it's just a good story, especially during these times of uncertainty, and to see sometimes we have dreams and things like that we don't know if we're going to be able to accomplish, but with hard work and determination, we can accomplish some of our dreams. And so this is a good story about that. And first of all, before I show this video of our interview, a little bit about me. My name is Demetrius Witherspoon. I am the creator, writer, director of the Submerge Universe sci-fi series and franchise. So what does that include? That includes 5 films. The 5th one comes out this summer. Submerge Blue Star, because we've been working really hard on getting that done, the visual effects. And it's about a alien empire called the Krag Empire that does experiments in multi-universes, but they are trying to make super soldiers. And then that's where we come along with Nari, and we start the story with Nari. So this went off into not only the films, but we have novels, we have comic books based on the characters from this series. And so doing this, I got to meet Tobias at PopCon up in Fort Wayne, and he came on to do the trading cards that we have for the Submerge Universe. And from that, started to teach himself how to do animation. And that's where our story really gets interesting, because one day just popped up and I seen my characters being animated. And so we'll talk to the cast about that and their experience of seeing themselves animated in the series. So let me make sure I can see any comments here. Feel free to comment, or if you have any questions as we keep going. Okay, let's go ahead and start this. Again, this is Tobias said John, and we'll listen to how this all began.
And then I saw one of the panels that I took interest in was yours, because I thought, oh, you can make movies and comics on like no budget. And I'm like, I want to see this. So I sat there and I really enjoyed the presentation, because it opened up a creative avenue, saying you don't have to have all sorts of money. You don't have to have all sorts of experience. But if you have an interest in something and basically the determination to make it happen. It's like, go for it. So when I went and talked to you, I was just like this really super shy person, just being like, hi, I enjoyed it. And it's like you signed, you invited me to come to the booth. So we would start talking, and I got some posters, and I even bought the DVD for Nairi Reborn, and then you asked me, you're just like, it's like, are you an artist? And I'm like, yeah. And then so I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in my artistic abilities, so you were just like, you know what, let's try something, because from your standpoint, you want to encourage more people to pursue the creative avenue of storytelling through science fiction or whatever we take. So we did start with the trading cards. How it got to doing the animation was, the funny thing is that you invited me to go to convention to sit at your booth, and it was in Indianapolis.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so it's like, okay, so we did Fort Wayne. Let's go to Indianapolis. I sat in a booth. You had all your actors there that were able to attend, and I'm just sitting there next to Brandon, who plays the figure, and I start talking to him, and then he's like looking at what I have, and he's like, "Oh, what is that?" And he's like, "Is that a sketchbook?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah." It's like, I do some art sometimes. I try to draw, and he looks at them, and he's like, "That's really good." It's like, "Have you thought about doing animation?" And I'm just like, "No."
Wow.
So that's what prompted me to do animation, was literally, he was just like, "I really like that. Have you thought about animation?"
I think I remember you doing Jerry Beasley's character, Killgun, and it was just so cool to see him animated. I was like, that's really cool to see that. Characters that you've created in live action, now they're being animated, and so that's when I kind of, as you was adding more onto that, I was like, that's when I hit you up like, this is so cool. Where are you headed? So did you kind of have a script in mind, or you just started with the art or story?
I started with the general idea. The funny thing is I'm very bad at scripts. So everything literally starts off as a complete movie, but not being written down.
Mm-hmm.
And figuring out how to break it into little parts was the hard part. It's like, how do I get something that looks like this inside my head to be like this in this computer program? And then what do we do to make it all fit together? And that was difficult, because I have ADHD, so I'm very capable of kind of just endlessly expanding upon something. But when it comes to being able to take a conglomerate of information and kind of just simplifying it, doing that convergent thinking, I struggle, because I don't know where to start, don't know what's important. And I think shortly after starting to learn animation, I did a storyboarding course. And I forgot when I started it, but I knew I needed it to help me out with the animation. So that was one of the things that I started learning, because it's like, I noticed that the way I did that whole first movie, Krag Conquest, it was very much just off the top of my head.
All right. So that was Tobias said John, the writer and animator of the Submerge Krag Conquest. And we had so much more. And I'm going to put that up as its own streaming um, um, interview, because it's really cool to see, um, like she was struggling with certain things, but she was able to uh, focus as much as she could to get this together, and the results of it was this short film that I call it the little engine that could, and it got into film festivals. Yeah, we even had a for a minute there distribution of the short film, the animated film, um, for drive-ins, and so uh, not too many people get to have that opportunity, and so that's what I try to create: opportunity to collab and bring other people up, other artists and creatives up with me, because um, I've been there, and I know that all you need is that one opportunity, and you never know who's watching. And so that's why it's a tremendous honor to be able to have Tobias do this animated um, film, which we were actually looking at doing as an animated series. So we kind of call it a pilot, and we do have the other 6 episodes at least written out of where it would go if we went further with it. So that's something down the line. A lot of people don't know about that, but I um, also want to introduce you without we had the animation. It was written and animated by Tobias, but without actors lending their voices to these characters, um, we wouldn't have the film that we have. And so that's why I want to introduce to you guys and bring on board here. Uh, we have Afton and Aubrey. Afton Shepard and Aubrey Leonard. Did I say that correct? Okay, hold on. I got you. All right. Your mic, you got your mic on? There we go.
Yes.
All right, cool. Uh, I don't want to butcher no when I get nervous, so and I shouldn't be. But yeah, I get nervous. But I want to thank you guys for coming on board. I know Brandon is trying to come on from his phone, so he'll probably pop it back on. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Brandon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can't figure out this webcam thing for nothing, or this camera in my laptop. And I tried to do it on my phone, and it's just not going through. So,
Okay.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Great. You're just staying that mysterious figure, you know?
Yeah.
I'm in the void. Yeah, I phased into the void right now. So it's great to see everybody.
Oh,
yeah.
It's good to hear you, Brandon.
Well, most definitely, with your figure voice, people will start to recognize you even more so, because that's what we've been letting everybody hear, even with the animated series. And so we're here to celebrate you guys, and without you guys, we wouldn't have the success also on this animated film. So first, I just wanted to ask each one of you how you can you tell the audience how you came on to be part of the Submerge universe? And we'll start with Brandon.
Okay.
No, wait. Sorry, ladies first.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. We'll start with Afton.
All right. Sorry, Brandon. I anticipate your answer. So I got involved with the Submerge universe by having the awesome opportunity to originate the role of Commander Cadis in the upcoming feature film to be released next summer, Blue Star. And because I was so lucky to do that, that's how I got involved with the Krag Conquest feature here. So I'm very lucky. And now I see myself as little action figures. I got my t-shirt.
Yeah. Aubrey?
Well, I think our friend Bobby is who got us connected. I met him through another job, and he said, "Hey, you have a pretty cool look for animation and space type of characters. I'm going to connect you with my friend Demetrius." And the rest is history. You and I met, and you called me up one day and said, "Hey, I have this role." And I said, "Okay, sign me up. Let's do this." We went in the studio and we laid it down. So here we are.
Awesome. Yeah, it was. I got another story behind that too, but yeah, it was great to have you come on board. Because the actress that we had signed on for the live action, she wasn't in the country, so I couldn't get a hold of her either. And I said, man, I just met with Aubrey, and maybe maybe I should come on board and voice this character. I don't know. So but I'm glad that you were able to come on board.
Me too. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Mister. Go ahead.
My story is a little bit different. I believe I came onto the Submerge family as a replacement for an actor because I can't remember the reason why he couldn't make it to the shoot. But since the figure, he wears a mask, that's the easy, thing to replace. And I get there. I wasn't expecting, you guys really had the set together. Like, you had your lights over here and makeup, and that was like my really first experience like that. I've been on other projects that wasn't always put together, but you guys had the real deal, and I was very impressed with what I saw. And it was kind of intimidating at first because I wasn't expecting that. But then we had went over there. I met with the fight choreographer, and we was just doing these kind of basic fight moves. And I've been training martial arts, for quite some time. And I remember I was like, "Hey man, I could do a lot more," And he's like, "Show me what you got." And we went out and I did a couple things, and I remember turning around and seeing the guy's face, like, okay, we got to keep this guy. And then a little bit later on, I remember he was actually speaking to you in the office. I walked by, acting like I wasn't listening, but he was saying like, "Hey, I think we need to keep this guy," So I'm over there like, yes. And I remember we did the shoot. It was fun. I really enjoyed the people there. Everybody there was passionate about doing their jobs. Everyone just having a great time with each other. It was good energy. And it was about you have a really good poker face. You can't really tell like what kind of emotion you got. So I didn't know if I did a good job or not. And about 2 days later, you had called me and with the opportunity to come on full time, and it was just kind of like history ever since. I'm really glad that I had the opportunity, met everybody there, and it was a great time.
Oh man, it's bringing back a flood of memories working on set with you guys because you made my job easier. and just to bring life to these characters. There's nothing else like it. And Brandon, I wasn't aware you were a black belt, so I know about Afton. But you know, to bring those skills and everything and that voice, I was like, oh man, that's the voice.
Yeah, it was great times, and I thought I wasn't too sure if I was going to get the part because of what happened with Jerry. We was going through the motions, and the mask you can barely kind of see out of it, and was going through the motions of the fight choreography, and Demetrius comes around the corner. He's like, "Oh, that's pretty good. How about you speed it up?" And I was like, "All right." I'm thinking that Jerry's going to be reactive and move with me, but I couldn't really see him, and popped him right in the nose. And he was bleeding for like 2 hours. Like, kept going to makeup. So I really thought I scrapped my chance right there. But it all worked out. Sorry, Jerry, if you're watching.
Yeah. And Jerry Beasley plays Commander Killgun, Lieutenant Commander Killgun, in Submerge Blue Star, and also in the animated series. So he wasn't able to be with us. He's having auditions for a play, actually, that's happening. So, but we're going to get him next time. We'll get him on here. That was something else. Things can happen in an instance, especially coming on set and learning something so quickly, the fight scenes and everything. So appreciate you coming on. And, when this was written, I really appreciated you guys coming back to do these characters, because that solidify that these are these characters are you guys. I can't think of nobody else. And the cool thing is no one has seen the movie yet. I mean, the live action movie yet. You guys have done so much, live appearances, the animated series, and trading cards and everything else. So when they check out the Krag Conquest, which we're going to show that here in a little bit, then they'll be very familiar with Commander Cadus and the figure, and be ready for Submerge Blue Star. And Aubrey, have you ever been? I'm just thinking about this. Have you ever been to the IFN or Indiana Filmmakers meetings when you were here?
No, never got the chance.
Okay. Because I thought one time I went to a meeting, and I guess I have a style of actors that I use, and someone seen this actress at one of the meetings and say, she looks like she should be in your universe. And I was like, do I have like a style or something? She needs to be in your universe. And so when what was the guy's name that contacted you?
Bobby.
He inboxed me. He's like, she looks like one of your characters. So I'm gonna get word to her so you can meet her. I was like, okay. So that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. And that's what I like, meeting with you guys and talking first instead of just a straight audition. I've kind of looked at other directors, Spielberg and different ones. And a lot of times they just meet people for lunch and don't even talk about the film. They talk about what's going on in their life and things like that. And it kind of gets you to know the person and really see if that personality would fit with the character, and that's what I've seen in you guys. And Brandon, you articulate so well. You know what? Before I get into all that, I'm gonna show the film. If people, you can go to YouTube and on this channel and see the Krag Conquest, but I'm going to go ahead and show it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. So give me 1 second.
The Krag Empire's Commander Cadus and Lieutenant Commander Kilgun have captured the rebel Leviathan from the outer moon of planet Gorgon. They are making their way back to the Gorgon system. Their mission is far more insidious than anyone could imagine.
Lieutenant Commander Kilgun.
You know, I love when you say my name like that.
What do we do with vermin?
We exterminate them. On a little rescue mission, huh? Think you can just waltz on in here, cram me into another wall, leave with another victory? I think not!
Let the boy go, and you'll be spared of humiliation.
I'd rather make you work for it.
So I see that someone still hasn't practiced.
Normally, I'd like to punch you in the face, but in this case, I'd rather stab you in the back. You'll have to thank your little friend for this gift. I love it. It's quite shocking. And what's that smell? Is that defeat?
I hate to lose just as much as Lieutenant does, but I'm up for making a trade.
What sort of trade are we talking about?
Surrender yourself and the boy is free to leave. Well, if you don't, he dies.
A woman should never underestimate another woman. Ever since you invaded my home Echo, I swore to myself I would avenge my people.
What can I say? It's survival of the fittest. Your people.
Hello, I'm over here with the figure.
Way to ruin the moment.
Ha! Looks like we have a Gondoran standoff.
So, who's gonna move first?
say that went pretty well.
My lord, your plan is working flawlessly. The tracker is in place. We will have them soon. His abilities will be yours to wield, my lord.
Woo!
All right. Oops, we got Brandon. Brandon. All right. So, Brandon, you're muted if you're trying to say anything.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, there you are. Okay. So awesome job, you guys. Looking back on it, how did it make you feel seeing that?
Ladies first.
Thank you, General Piggy. Yes, we had it does definitely flood back all of that excitement of showing up that day and just seeing the script and just getting together and saying like, oh, we've got, Brandon's back doing the figure, Jerry's doing this. And it was just like a reunion of a family that I didn't get to see. And now this is like breathing a new fresh air and a new life to these characters. It's amazing. It's really awesome to see this.
Yeah. Coming in late in the game, the new kid in the family, it was really cool to see how, all the lines came together with all the animation and, to see how it just, what's the word I'm looking for? Everything just kind of married and marinated and came together, and it looks so cool to see it. And to now, have conversations with the rest of the cast has been awesome too. So yeah, I mean, you can see it. Like I'm smiling so hard, my face hurts. It's just really cool to see all of it.
As for me, like Tobias has said, when we talked about it at PopCon, I believe. And seeing it just from that little conversation until, wow, this is it. It really, it amazes me, how things come about, like how things start and begin and all the way to the end, and all the things that go into it. And people don't really realize, like when you watch an animated series, there's a lot of sound effects that you got to make that we kind of forget. I remember when I went through the script, we did a run through, and I thought I was done. I was taking my headphones off, and Demetrius was like, "What are you doing?" I mean, you got into a fight. You got to make fight noises. I'm like, "What?" so I'm just punching the air, like, doing all this stuff. I get done with that, and then I take my headset off again. He's like, "Wait, you got electrocuted." I'm like, "What?" So I'm in there just doing this electrocution scream over and over again. But just being in that stage and then seeing the final product and how everything's put together, it just amazes me. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Like you say, a lot of people don't understand what goes into that. And, we have the script, but he had also, drew out the scenes, so we kind of had a storyboard also, and so that's what I would also look at too, because I'm like, okay, there's supposed to be a fight that's going on right here, so I needed everybody to give me some grunts and some fighting sounds, so we can, it could be your sound, not just something we picked up off the internet or something like that. So a lot of people don't understand that. And actually, often I use your laugh twice actually in that because at the very end, it's like I was trying to get it done, and emperor that's supposed to be on the screen, he does a laugh. And so I just tweaked it to make it sound deeper.
Nice.
So it's you laughing again.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, because
So-
I think it was a lot like Brandon there. We had so much of me just laughing forever, just like all these evil laughs, and for a good solid 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It does have its awkward moments, but it's fun. It's really fun. You kind of return to that kid-like experience when you're being a character, those animated characters and things like that. But yeah, it's definitely it definitely have its moments of being weird.
Yeah.
No, I think that's wildly appropriate, though, to have it as the Emperor. Now we know where Commander Cadus gets her ears.
Yes.
They are. She's very devoted.
It was a very good laugh, by the way.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, Afton, I appreciate you coming in. I know all you guys have done ADR, but you kind of helped me out, though. Even though I've done ADR and stuff before, and I usually do it about 3 times, but you came in and you was like, so you want me to say it 3 times back to back at different levels? And I was like, yeah, do that. And that really helped me out because it's cool when you have to go in there and match that sound. Tobias needed that. So when he's drawing the lips and everything, it is really critique to what you are saying, some of the high points and lows of what you're saying. And if you ever seen an animated chart that has the lips on it and the verbs and adjectives of high, and the way the lips should be. So that was very key. So I appreciate all the different ways you did it. I know Aubrey was probably thought I was crazy. I had you do it so many times.
Nah.
But yeah, the storyboard that she gave really helped. It helped us because that's how you knew where the story is going, and what emphasis to put on certain things, and I think you could tell it from there. So the figure is now starting to, like we said, we're starting to get our action figures and everything together for this series. Here we got the figure, which is out now, this action figure, and also Red Nova, and these are part of the upcoming comic that we're doing, that is a prequel to the animated series for the figure. And so I'm always thank you, Brandon. I'm always trying to create something that people can get into, and think about how many actors have their own action figure. Not many.
Yeah, it is definitely surreal, to say the least. Seeing that and playing action figures as a kid, never knowing that or never would think that one day I will have an action figure in which a role I play for. So sharing that and showing my daughters and things like that, it's very surreal.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Aubrey, I do have a light figure. So, but I actually had thought about making another character that we were going to do a comic, and she was kind of based off of you, not the light, but you as a character. So we're gonna get there. I just want to say you're not going to be left out, and so I've been working on that, but yeah, we got the characters, and then also we got the Funko Pops for these characters, and these are limited edition. Matter of fact, within the next week, you're not going to be able to get these anymore. So, so they're very. If you got one, that's good. That's good. So that's been fun to create these characters and have the action figures and things like that. But with the animated series, the Krag Conquest, was your favorite part of doing, working with animation or doing the voices for that?
The video kind of spaced out a little bit, so I didn't
okay.
hear the whole question.
Sorry.
Okay.
What would you say was your favorite part of doing the voiceovers and things for the animation?
One favorite part, I mean, the whole thing. I mean, I was, to be honest, I was learning, on the go when we met that day. It was a new setup. Obviously I had done voices for characters in theater and stuff and other things I had done, but to voice an animation, it was learning on the go. So the whole thing, I like to learn. I like to learn new things. I like to meet new people. So the whole thing has been fun. Yeah.
Nice. And
my favorite thing is finally getting to see it, all together. It's really cool to hear how, because we didn't get to. This is my first time getting to meet Aubrey, and so it's so nice to see how these different voices unite together and make this amazing piece. I love seeing the final product. I love seeing your all's faces watch it. I love the support that we're hearing from General Piggy and everyone. This is my favorite part. You can feel the charisma coming from the characters. Yes. And I just love feeding that and feeling that charisma come off of the viewers. I love that. That's my favorite part.
Yeah. And to think also, this is not just being shown, here, but overseas. People, are seeing you, these characters and hearing your voice. That's such a cool thing. Sometimes I have to pinch myself, say, man, I got to work with so talented actors that bring this to life, my characters to life, but to have it overseas where people appreciate what you're doing also, that's amazing.
I would say my favorite part, it was just fun. It was really, really fun. I enjoyed it. I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing an animated film right now. But I would have to say, just every time you kept calling me back to do something that I wasn't expecting to do, the electrocution, all that. But to piggyback off of what Afton said about the final product, seeing everything come together, and it's like, wow, this is, I wasn't expecting it to do this. Now the opportunity presented itself. We executed it together as a team, whether it was the actors, the writer, director, or the artist. It all came together really well. Mm-hmm. So I would say a combination of the whole thing being completed, but the surprise things I had to do, because every time I go back and think about it, it puts a smile on my face. So yeah, those are probably my favorite parts.
Awesome. Yeah. I wish Tobias was here and we'll probably do another one of these, once we kind of get some other things going, and have everybody on here. Jerry did a wonderful job as a commander. Lieutenant Commander Kilgun. But yeah, just all you guys, that's what brings everything together. Having people that really love what they do, their craft, and to expand on that, it's so important. And, we're working with Brandon again. We've been doing some voiceovers for the Figure animated series. And that is going to be a really cool thing to bring to life, so everybody could get into that.
Yeah, definitely excited for that.
But yeah, I'm excited about what's coming up, and especially the live action, the Blue Star. And I'm going to show a clip from that. So let me.
Awesome.
And more butterflies. Yay. Yeah.
There are so many people waiting on this thing. I mean, I know you guys are. I appreciate y'all being patient with me. It's going to be, I want it right for everybody. So. But let's see. Okay. All right, I'm gonna show this one. I don't know if I should show this one. Should I show it? Yeah, maybe. Let's do this one. All right. Set the scene. This is Commander Kilgun. Okay, that was the short one. Hold on. Let's do this one. Well, let's do this one because I really think it.
Because it's magical. It's a new world. It's amazing. You just want to get engrossed in it. You're submerged in it, I guess is what I should say.
If you're into sci-fi, you like fights, you like the universe at stake, and you like some good acting, some good effects, then by all means, yeah, come check it out.
But they are out there searching for us. Monsters aren't just under the bed, they are everywhere.
Yes. Whew. Yeah. I know I have all the footage in my hands, but that gets my blood going every time I see it, because I know what's coming up. You know, the we just got back the opening scene, and we have it out to the composer, Sean Thomas, and he is doing the composing for the film. So we are moving forward, because the last time I used tracks from other everything. So did I? Are you unmuted, Afton? Or I didn't
Now
mute
I'm
you guys.
unmuted.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
I didn't want to make sure I didn't do it myself.
No, I can't believe how choked up I am. That's mind blowing. Yeah, I can't wait to hear the music. It's surreal to see Grace. It's it's I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah. You know, that's another part of it that kind of makes it hard sometimes, because I am doing the editing. And so, seeing Grace, sometimes that's kind of hard, but I know that it will be, something that will be appreciated to see. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Definitely understand how that can be difficult at times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it looks like Tobias said, I just got done with work. So,
hey, Tobias.
Hey.
All right.
I love the photo. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the one thing about when Tobias was working on the animation, her computer, the computer couldn't keep up with what he was doing. And so he would send me little clips. And what I did was edit those together. And then I put the sound effects in there and all the music. And so that was really cool to kind of start to put all that in there. And work with the figure's voice to make it sound like it's going to sound in the movie also. So it was a cool experience, but Tobias had so much working against him, but just made it through.
Yeah.
And it was down to the last minute of getting everything out, because we had to get into a film festival. I said, we gotta get it done. And he was like, maybe I get it done for tomorrow. Can we get it? I'm like, nope, it's got to be today. We got to get it out. And so and then it went into the film festivals and start being shown everywhere. So really excited and happy for Tobias and all of you guys that have been involved. So I wanted to hold on. Let's see here. Tobias says it was stressful. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring more stress on you, but you were doing such a good job. And that's what I like. This is your first time, Tobias, doing this artwork in animation. That's what people don't understand. This is your first time you figuring out what works and what doesn't, and working with a program that hardly worked. So it truly was.
And wins 2 awards at that. The first and knocks it out of the park. That's amazing. Great job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. So, so we, like I said, we were going to later on show the full interview with Tobias, the writer and animator of Submerge, Krag, Conquest. We showed a little bit earlier at the start of the show. Let me get this on here. Tobias said, "Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure to continue to know you and work with you." So we got more coming from Tobias. So stay tuned for that. So, but we're going to be doing more animation. The film is coming out this summer, the Submerge Blue Star. And like I said, even with the Submerge Krag Conquest, we're going to continue to put that out there, even if it's some film festivals that will take it. And Tobias did write an outline of the next 6 episodes. So there's always endless possibilities that we can come back to that. And you guys come back to voice your characters. And we will continue the story of Krag Conquest that was written and animated by Tobias. So thank you so much. And I want to thank everybody that came on to see us chat, and you probably see it now or later. And for the cast, we'll start with Afton. Can you tell everyone where you can be found on social media and things?
Yeah. Everyone, check me out on Instagram at Shepherd, SHEPARD, Afton. It's spelled up there, AFTON. And then on TikTok, you just swap that. I'm at Afton Shepherd on TikTok. So
nice. And Aubrey?
So I'm only on the gram, so you can find me at obs_Leonard, AUBS_Leonard, LEONARD.
Nice.
I am on Facebook and TikTok. I'm on Instagram, but my Instagram game isn't so great. I'm working on that.
Aren't we all?
They're all the same. Brandon Lee Minor. I think my Instagram is brandon.lee.minor. And my TikTok is it's Brandon Lee Minor. Facebook is Brandon Lee Minor.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on what Brandon said. My Facebook game is really lacking. You can find me, but I don't mean to be rude. It's just I never get on there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my strongest point is Facebook. I'm learning TikTok right now. I'm getting there.
It's hard keeping up with everything, with me doing marketing for all of this. I'm trying to say, okay, got to do this for TikTok, and then I got to do this for LinkedIn and Instagram, and and where's more people at, and so it's always changing. But I'll always keep it Submerge Universe so everybody can find it on any platform that you go to, even YouTube. So Submerge Universe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube and LinkedIn. If I didn't say that already, and Twitter also. Can't forget about Twitter. But I want to thank you guys, and I don't want to forget to all that's tuned in. I'm going to go back through here and see who commented the most and was checking things out, and we're going to have a winner because I was going to be giving out to a lucky winner a set of trading cards, Submerge Universe trading cards with the art from Tobias, and you will also get a free download of the Submerge Krag Conquest. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Did y'all want to say anything else before we go?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Absolutely. Stay safe. Have fun.
All right. And we
Same
will,
thing. Thank you. People don't really realize how much support means, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Everything that you do, whether it's watching, sharing, liking, commenting, we appreciate all that. So I just want to say thank you to everybody.
well, on that note, we're going to say peace and thanks for getting Submerge. Follow us and get ready because this is not the beginning and it's not the end. So thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.